Hey, what's going on, and thank you to anybody taking the time to watch this video today. I'm a passenger on a ride, and yesterday I made a video talking about grief and loss and ways that I've found to deal with that, and what I would recommend and what I think is most positive ways to deal with that. And today, after making that video last night, I got a phone call that unfortunately my uncle that I was relatively close to passed away after a long battle with ALS. And that being said, I figured I would, make a part two to yesterday's video. It's kind of like spirit or the divine calling me in that direction, I guess. The main point that I was trying to get across in my video yesterday was that, you know, when death comes along, we're all going to go through a heavy period of grief, and you're okay to feel that out. But it's much better to try to transmute that energy after the initial intensity of feelings has gone away and you've let yourself feel that, and try to transmute those feelings into something more positive, as in, kind of an appreciation for life rather than just this great feeling of grief and loss. And, like, still accepting and understanding those feelings that you're going to get forever, but not letting them bring you down so bad every single time they come up, because you can kind of transmute it into an appreciation for life rather than letting yourself be so sad every time you see a picture of them or whatever. And really what I'm going to be trying to get across today and talking about today in regards to all of that with, this suddenly happening today is kind of just how this situation has even kind of reinforced that more for me. And, like I said earlier in the video, he was somebody who had suffered with ALS for a long time, and it was kind of hard to see him go down a path of, kind of just degrading away, physically while his mind is still intact for most of this. And he was somebody that was just a good soul, just, an honest, hardworking, just good man. And he was always just a fantastic person to me. And I've got a wide family and not close to any of them, but he always really made me feel like he was an uncle in my life. But, that all being said, I'm very grateful for him. But the long battle with ALS and seeing how this kind of went on for a long time has made this easier to accept, I guess. And, like I've been expecting a phone call to hear that this has gone on for however many years at this point in time. We're lucky that he lived as long as he did. But you could never be prepared for that, even if you're kind of expecting it for a long period of time. There's never a good time to get that phone call. But because of him having this for so long and kind of anticipating this, I've kind of already been able to switch to a state of transmuting that negative energy into just appreciating who he was and who he was in my life, specifically because I've kind of unfortunately, known that this is going to happen for it's however long now. And, it's kind of a reality that you accept when somebody's sick. I kind of feel like in a way it makes it a little bit easier to deal with their passing at the time, because there's a piece of you that's already accepted that loss and getting over it that, you wouldn't be able to if it came so suddenly. But with that being the case today, obviously I'm extremely sad that, I'm never going to get to see him again because he meant something serious to me. But I'm able to easier switch into that mind state of just being grateful because I had been aware that this has been coming for such a period of time. And, I just really wanted to share this with you guys today to show you, for one, how the universe can be kind of crazy. As soon as, I make a video last night talking about grief and loss and how I deal with it, and, how this has been a grief-heavy last 12 months for me. And, that was a topic that I was putting off talking about ever since I started doing these videos a few weeks ago. And I finally decided to do it last night and got that phone call completely unexpectedly today. So the universe works in weird ways today, just in general, I mean, not today. And I just kind of got to see that in my life today, and it pushed me to want to make a video talking about this again, because I feel like, there's a lot of other people that go through grief and just have a really hard time handling it. And I really just want everybody to be able to appreciate life rather than be so sad about the loss. And that's really all I've got to say. I really appreciate anybody who's taken the time to watch this video today. As always, any of you guys that have jumped onto this journey early with me and are catching these early videos before I really try to revamp or do anything any more than just the basic videos I'm making here in my living room on my phone. But if this had any positive impact on you, or you liked any of the insight that I had, please let me know down in the comments. I'd like to know more what to talk about. You know, so something that, you know, maybe one of your friends could need to hear, I'd be glad to talk about. But like, subscribe, share with your friends. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time to watch, and have a beautiful rest of your day.